guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance for this video because I haven't gotten any video of all this going up. So as you can see, there has been a tremendous amount of progress since our last video. Guys that framers, they came in and on Monday, this is on Friday, and they just knocked this out. They were wide open all week long getting this done. So I'll go through some of it here and show you what all we got going on. Started off on these exterior walls. So we ended up going with a 2x6 exterior wall and spaced them 16 on center. I was originally going to go with 24 inch on center, but the framer talked me out of it on account of this zip board is only a 7/16 inch zip board, and he was afraid that it would be a little wavy between the joists if we went 2 foot on center. So we went ahead and spent a little more money on some more studs and went 16 on center with it. So it was a little more cost. I mean, it wasn't a tremendous amount, but we went ahead and done it anyway. So here's the first wall we put up. This is the end wall over here. You can look down. There's the door coming out of the basement. So this is the end wall here. So he put it up first, and then he built this long back wall. He has a set of wall jacks and was able to lift these walls all in pretty much one piece. This back one was a little much for the wall jacks, so he decided to do it in 2 sections. This back wall is 48 foot 8 inches long, and it was just a little much for the wall jacks to handle, I believe. So if he'd have had another wall jack, it would have probably been fine if he'd have went with 3 of them, but we only had 2. So got these in, and here's a little interesting thing on this wall. So as you can see, this one's headed off with an LVL. That is actually a 12-foot opening that is headed off there. And then the door, we've actually packed in here some studs there, and the door opening actually fits a standard size French door, 72 by 80 French door. And the reason being is simply cost. We're right now initially trying to just get in this house. We're not trying to do a lot of high-end finishes and fancy it up a whole lot right now. Our objective right now is to get moved into it. So we're trying to cut costs as much as we can so we can get in here sooner. And this was one of the things that we were going to do. So actually, a guy that I know that works at Lowe's had a French door for this opening, since it was just going to be a kind of a temporary deal. And I say temporary, I mean, you know, maybe 5 years down the road I'll decide to knock this out and put the bigger door in. But he had a brand new 72 by 80 French door that had the blinds and the glass. The only thing that it was different with the rest of the house was it didn't have the grids in the glass. But no big deal. And he had bought it for his house. It was brand new and it wouldn't fit his opening, so he sold it to me for $350. So it saved me about $1,000 on a door. So that's what it's all about right now. Save money where you can. This lumber is outrageous, so we're trying to cut costs as much as possible. And that was one of the cost-cutting things. So anyway, moving on. So then we set up this whole front wall here, and got it all set up, and then we set up all the rest of the walls here, got them all in place. I mean, they're all pretty much standard. We walk around here, so apologize, I didn't really specify what rooms we were in here, because it's weird to talk about the house having rooms now because we've never had them until now. So there's still some interior walls that need to be framed up. So this here is a bedroom. There should be a wall, starts about right here and then goes across, and then there's a bathroom right in this area. The doorway to the bathroom be lined up with that window, and then there is another bedroom opposite of the last bedroom here on the back of the house. And then this is just kind of like a little hallway area here, and so this is the doorway right here to another bedroom. So there will be a wall right here on this side of the front door there that divides that off. So this will be another bedroom here. And then, so right here, this is the great room. There will be a fireplace right here. It'll be boxed in all the way up to the roof, and this will have a vaulted ceiling. And then the vaulted ceiling will actually go over top of the loft. That's the loft up there. So there's those rooms, and then so this will be just like a foyer area coming in here, dining room there. One of the change orders we made from the plan was we put a doorway right here. So there's a doorway there going, this goes into the butler's pantry. So there will be a wall. You see those lines snapped there. There will be a wall there. Actually, it's just the wall will only come out to about right here, and then it'll be a doorway opening coming from the kitchen into the butler's pantry, which will be here. And then right here he's got framed in for a pocket door, and that's the pantry there. Store all of our canned goods and stuff. So this opening here coming in from the garage, this will actually be boxed in. There will be another wall right here, and that will be a closet, a storage closet off of the garage, as well as that other door over there. That's another storage closet off the garage. And then this opening is actually the door coming in from the garage to the house. So then the kitchen is here, so what you can see I've laid off in blue tape. That's the island, that blue tape square there. And these tapes are just reference for the cabinets, so I could set the island. And the reason I've got that laid off is I've been doing some rough plumbing, so I was figuring up for where my sink drain will go out. It originally should have been here, but I don't know if you can see those nails right there. That means that there's a truss right under that hole. So I had to bump it into here, and I'm going to just try to 45 it over and then 45 it up through the bottom of the cabinet there, so it doesn't, so it's not sticking way out in the middle of the cabinet here. There'll also be a vent that will have to be done the same way. So I plan to do where this is an island and there is no wall going up here to hide that vent pipe in. I plan to do what's called a bow vent. So you'll come up here with your drain pipe. There will be a T, and that T will come over to your trap for your sink. And then, so then you come off the top of that T and you go all the way up against the bottom of the countertop, and then you bring it back. You just kind of bow it around and then come back down and go down through the floor. And then you actually tie that back into the drain and under the floor. So if the drain ever backs up, it won't back all the way up through the vent, I guess, and it will allow it to drain back into the drain. So then you come off of that and go over to a wall, and then go up through a wall cavity. Probably this wall here that borders the stairwell. Probably go up into the attic and then tie it into the vent for the rest of the house. So it's kind of a it's kind of a weird way of doing things, but I could just lap a mechanical vent on top of it, but I'm not a big fan of those things. They work okay, I guess, but not one of my favorite things. But anyway, let's get away from plumbing. Let's go back to what we got going on here, framing. So this is the doorway here coming off of the kitchen, right here to the stairs, and then you turn here. This is for the master bedroom. So you walk into the master bedroom, there will be a vaulted ceiling here, and then there will be a wall that kind of comes in right about there somewhere, and then that divides off the master bedroom and the master bathroom. So that'll be the master bathroom. That window there will be up in the top of the shower. So that will be the shower. This will be where the toilet goes, this window here. So the toilet will go there. This is headed off for a pocket door, and the reason this one has a bigger header is because this is a load-bearing wall. We actually have trusses that will set, that will bear on this wall. So that's the reason they've headed this off the way they have. So you walk through the pocket door here from the bathroom. This is going to be the master closet in this area. Then there's going to be another pocket door here going out into the laundry room, and then there's another door over there that goes out into the hallway there where by the stairs. There'll be like a hallway that comes down through here, and then we got that storage room that's going to be there. There's going to be like a little coat closet and then a little half bath right off of the garage there. So all those interior partition walls still have to be framed, obviously. So let's walk up here to the loft. We'll get a shot of this view that we're going to have from our loft. It's pretty amazing, to be honest. So that's our view from the top of the loft. We've got a bird's eye view up here. So this will look down into the great room here. That's where we just came from. So it's pretty neat. Pretty neat design. I like it. The guy that designed it done a really good job. The framer actually complimented him on how good of a job that he done, and he said that all the measurements from the drawing were pretty much spot on. So I've been kind of meticulous about making sure everything is just right. I've always had the mentality, if you shoot for perfect, then you'll get good enough, you know. So if you shoot for good enough, a lot of times you'll be fighting against yourself. So it's just kind of the way that I've always looked at things. So this is the garage, obviously, and so that window there, it looks like it's going to be really high inside the garage, but it actually lines up with all the windows on the front of the house. So it works out the way that we wanted it to. It gives us the look on the front of the house. So we'll walk down here and take a look at the outside of the house. Get you guys a shot of this. The outside looks to be coming together. We're pretty excited about seeing the walls go up. That's just, we've had so much progress in the past week. It seems like we've made more progress in the past week than we've made in the past 3 months. So come on around the end of the garage here. We'll walk down here, show the front of the house. And this is something I worked on all day yesterday, was these footers. So these footers go down 18 to 20 inches roughly, and those are to support the front porch post. So there will be a covered front porch that goes over to about right here and then goes back against the wall there. So, and then this would just be like a little cubby hole area. But there's the front of the house. Yeah, and it's just coming together, and we're really excited about seeing it come together. We'll go around here on the high end, get you a shot of it, and then we'll walk back through the basement. So this wall here is really high up in the air. We're probably going to need, when we go to put siding on or do any painting or anything, we're probably going to need a boom lift to get to this one, to get up here. So we'll just figure it out as we go. We'll get it done one way or another. No turning back now. So we'll walk in here in the basement as long as the camera can keep up here and not get too dark on us. So here's the plumbing that I've got roughed in. There's a sink drain for the bathroom, toilet drain with the vent leg coming off. This all comes over here and makes a turn. And that's one thing right there. It's code that anytime you make it 90, you should have a clean out. But there's really no point in a clean out because you're right against the wall. Right here's the wall. And you would never be able to get anything in there to really snake it out anyway. So, and you're not far from the toilet. So if you want to clean it out from there, you could just clean it out from the toilet. So then we come over this way, and there's a leg coming off going over to the tub drain. The tub drain will be right there. There's some holes right there. I don't know if you can see that I've drilled down from the floor. And then over here is where the sink drain comes and ties in. So it keeps on coming out. And then right over here, I did put a clean out. So I do have the clean out in there. And none of that back there is glued yet. So I haven't glued any of that. I haven't glued this joint here yet. But I have glued this joint, and I have glued the cap and stuff in. So then that goes the drain all the way down to the main drain. Back over in that corner you can barely see. So I've been trying to do that on when I haven't been up helping the guys frame. I've been coming down here and doing this. Usually the evenings. I'm going to work on it some more tomorrow. Right there is the drain going up for the sink. It goes down, falls, goes around on the other side of this beam. It's going to get dark on me. I ain't going to be able to see it, but you can barely see the pipe going there. It makes a turn, goes over, and there will be a drain right along that wall that it'll tie into. But it's about too dark to do much else in here. It's getting pretty dark down here. So late in the evening, I've had a whole day of it today. Just working on this stuff and trying to make progress. It's coming together though. So next week, I think we're supposed to get a bunch of weather. Just a bunch of rain stuff. So, and framers are doing a job at another place. He's got a roof job that he's got to do, and he's got a small addition that he's got to do. And then, so our trusses are to be delivered a week from today. So I don't expect the framers back until we get the trusses. So once we get the trusses in, he's got a crane scheduled to come after we get the trusses, and we'll get all the trusses set. We'll get the roof sheeting on, and I've already ordered the shingles for the roof. He's going to go ahead and put them on as well, and we'll get this thing dried in. Hopefully by then We've got our windows and our doors, and we can get them put in, and we will have a closed-in house at that point. It'll be amazing. It seems like it's been forever since we've started planning this thing, and to see it finally come together, it's a sight to see, really. So hope to get another video next week of maybe doing some of the plumbing. It'll just be me working on it. I won't be kind of wide open like I was this week. This week, it was all hands on deck. The framer, it was just him and his son, and then his younger son occasionally. And I tried to chip in and help as much as I could, so I couldn't really run the cameras, set up cameras or anything, and help them as well. So I try to get some video of this plumbing going together, and try to get everything and under the floor roughed in within the next week, and then I can start maybe doing some electrical work. Try to get my panel in and all that stuff. I'm trying to get a jump start on this stuff, because as soon as we get this thing dried in, I'm going to try to have those inspections done on the plumbing and the electrical, and then and once we get those signed off, I can get the insulation in here, get the insulating crew in here, and get them to spray the roof deck. I'll put the rock wool in the walls. I'm going to have a mountain of that stuff, but we'll get it. So until then, y'all just keep checking back.